Once upon a time, in front of a house, there was an open trash bin. A swarm of flies was seen partying above the trash bin. There was one fly that noticed the wide-open door of the house. The fly immediately headed for a dining table filled with delicious food. "I'm tired of that garbage," said the fly. "It's time to enjoy fresh food," it said. After getting full, the fly hurried to go out and flew towards the glass door it had entered earlier. However, the glass door was tightly closed. The fly perched for a moment on the glass door, looking at its friends waving as if asking it to rejoin them. The fly flew around the glass, occasionally jumping and banging on it without giving up. While trying to exit through the glass door, the fly crawled around the glass from top to bottom, left to right, back and forth. It continued this pattern repeatedly until finally, the fly appeared exhausted and collapsed on the floor. Not far from there, a group of red ants was searching for food. When they found the helpless fly, they immediately swarmed and devoured it. As they carried the unfortunate fly's carcass to their nest, a young ant asked an older one, "What happened to this fly, sir? Why is it dying?" The older ant replied, "Oh, this happens often. Some flies die in vain like this. They actually tried. He really struggled hard, trying to get out through the glass door. But when he couldn't find a way out, he got frustrated and exhausted until he eventually fell dead and became our dinner." The young ant nodded but was still curious and asked again, "I still don't understand. Didn't the fly try hard enough? Why didn't it succeed?" While walking and carrying the fly's carcass, the older ant responded, "The fly was relentless and tried repeatedly. However, it kept doing it the same way. Young one, remember this: if you do something the same way but expect different results, your fate will be like this fly's. Winners don't do different things, they just do things differently." The ant instructed its companions to stop for a moment and continued with a more serious tone, "Look, young one, above the glass door, there's an air vent. If the fly had concentrated and opened its mind, it would have found a way out. From this story, we can evaluate ourselves. What causes our failures or keeps us stuck without progress in life? Identify the sources. And the more you can pinpoint the factors contributing to failure, the sharper you'll be at finding solutions, undoubtedly in a different way." When John F. Kennedy lost in a bid for the vice presidency of the United States in 1956, he didn't give up. Instead, he said, "Now we know what mistakes we've made and what we need to do to win in the next election. We will do that great job again." Eventually, in the 1960 election, Kennedy won, not as vice president, but as the youngest president of the United States. So, my friends, may the story of the fly and the ant inspire all of you. For more inspirational stories, feel free to subscribe.